And ladies and gentlemen, in a match that is very indicative of how war is, a match that melds the best on the West Coast with the best of the East Coast, we have our own budding star, our own rising star, Davey Richards, taking on a man who has established himself not only in America, but in Japan as well, and that man is the deadly striker, Low Ki. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you see the similarities right off the bat. Both men spend hours in the gym. Both men with the toned physiques. Both men with the strikes, the high impact offense. Almost mirror images of one another. But the one thing that Low Ki can claim over Davey Richards is that one intangible, that experience. And look at the Greco-Roman knuckle lock right there. Low Ki pulled in, almost like a mount position right there. Davey's in the guard. Low Ki in the ropes now. Referee warning Davey Richards to break the hold. Davey very quickly getting up, not wanting any part of the ground game of one. And Low Ki doing a very shooter move right there, very MMA move right there. He wants Davey Richards in that guard mount position. That's where he wants Davey Richards. Now back to their feet, feeling each other out. Davey wants a Greco-Roman knuckle lock, goes for a single leg. Beautiful front chancery right there by Low Ki. And look at the base and a go behind right and a slap of disrespect to the back. There's a cover. No. And now a side mount right there, but look at the grapevine in the legs, but Low Ki going for the full mount. And in an MMA fight, this is a very dangerous position. I gotta wonder how this is gonna work right now. But look at Low Ki. Low Ki has the control. He's going for a side mount right there. Look at the side mount, going for a key lock maybe. Davey Richards bridges out, making sure his shoulders are not down to that mat. Davey Richards now, look at him break out and get right to the rope. And look, and I said, there's that key lock. And Low Ki breaks after two. And Davey Richards is left to wonder what he's gonna have to do to break through this offense of one Low Ki. Davey's back to his feet now. Low Ki playing the waiting game. Very smart move by Low Ki. Let the youngster get all excited, get a little too hyper in this match, and Low Ki end it just like that. Low Ki's a very, very dangerous wrestler. Strong submissions, strong strikes, and a great ground game. But the same can be said for Davey Richards. This is what I said. These two men are mirror images, except for the one intangible, and that's the experience. The two men facing off now, just feeling each other out. Once again, Davey wants that Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Collar and elbow tie up right there, jockeying for position. Push it. Look at Low Ki climb to the top rope with Davey Richards. Right into an armbar. Look at him, trying to break the arm. Jimmy Castro, our referee, warning. And with the quickness and the agility of a cat, just like that, breaks the armbar and lands right on his feet outside the ring. And what's going through the head of Davey Richards? If a man can pull out a submission from a collar and elbow tie-up over the top rope, what can he do in a regular hold? Davey now shaking the cobwebs off that arm. Going for that Greco-Roman knuckle lock again. There it goes. Low Ki finally gives in. Beautiful front chancery right there, though. Jock position. Back heel trip. 1, 2. No, one count only. Going right back for that arm. Low Ki came in with a game plan. He is going to work on the arm and ground Davey Richards. That way Davey can't hit him with a suplex. He can't forearm him. He can't do anything that brought him to the dance. And that's where Low Ki excels. He knows how to pick apart his opponent. He knows the strengths of his opponent, and he's going to make that strength a weakness. And look at the beautiful single leg takedown into an ankle pick, but Low Ki rolls out harmlessly, alleviating all pressure on the ankle. Oh, and a kick to the face! Low Ki couldn't break out of that ankle pick and decided to kick one Davey Richards right in the mush to break out, and it worked. Davey now very slow to get up. Low Ki obliges him, helping him up. Oh, and a huge knife edge chop knocks Davey Richards right off his feet. Very slowly, meticulously, Low Ki stalking Davey Richards. Snapmare, very nicely done. Comes off the ropes. Beautiful Muda elbow right there. Shades of the great Muda with that spinning elbow. Cover, one. No, one count again. Davey Richards only staying down for the one count. and a rear chin lock right there. Beautiful move right now. Very good move right now for Low-Ki to do. Low-Ki expended a lot of energy, and now takes a couple seconds, makes Davey Richards fight for those breaths, and he gets his own breath back. And you see the face of Davey Richards. There's a cover. One. Referee quick to get in position, but still only holds him down for 1 count. Front transfer again. Davey Richards on all fours. Beautiful. This is almost like an amateur wrestling position right here. Davey gets to the ropes again. And Low-Ki with a clean break. Davey, now you gotta wonder what's going through his mind. He's wondering how he's gonna break this offense of Low-Ki. Well, there might be a problem with Davey Richards. He did get kind of, he got kicked very hard. He could have injured his eye. He could have broken his nose. We don't understand that. He's trying to shake the cobwebs right now. Davey Richards might have a concussion from that kick. The kicks of Low-Ki are lethal. The man has, look at the Greco-Roman knuckle lock, cartwheels through, and now Davey Richards with the position over Low-Ki, and look at pushing Low-Ki down to the mat. Beautiful base right there by one Davey Richards. Low-Ki trying to alleviate the pressure, but Davey Richards showing all that power, keeping Low-Ki down, but Low-Ki's smart enough to keep his shoulders off the mat. And now Davey Richards, a little payback, starts to go to work on the left arm of Low-Ki. Variation of a Fujiwara armbar right there, beautifully done. Rubbing the tape across the face, and you gotta wonder if that was a little answer for the slap that Low-Ki gave to the back of the head of Davey Richards earlier in the match. Once again, working on the arm, grounding Low-Ki. Low-Ki looking for an escape. Richards really wrenching back on that arm, and Low-Ki gets to the bottom rope. Richards breaks the hold after 3. Richards still shaking those cobwebs out as a result of that kick. And now Low-Ki, perhaps a little bit more respect now after being put in that armbar, courtesy of one Davey Richards. Going for that Greco-Roman knuckle lock again. Test of strength. Back heel trip now. He's trying, but Low-Ki's fighting. He's pushing him down though. And look at the bridge. No, keeps those shoulders off. And would you look at the leg strength? Low-Ki supporting all 200 pounds of Davey Richards on those thighs alone. And a kick to the kidneys. And another kick. And look at Low-Ki. Look at the maneuvering. Pushes right back up. Now back heel trip. And look at the bridge from Davey Richards. Referee makes sure that his shoulders aren't down. Look at the tippy toes. And now Low-Ki all the weight on the... And a kick to the thigh. 1, 2. No, Davey Richards bridges out. And another kick to the inside of the thigh. No, and Davey Richards bridges that again. Now he's in the ropes. Low-Ki uses the 4 count, but doesn't break the hold. Instead, picks him up by that arm. Now uses the arm to do a rear, go behind. Has him in that rear chin lock again. We've seen Low-Ki employ a dragon sleeper before, even a dragon clutch. We got to see if we see it here. But look at Davey Richards. Low-Ki covers up, can't take a punch in the back of the head. Can't really pick him up for a camel. Oh no, he's gonna power him up anyways. Beautiful camel clutch. Look at him wrenching back. And a cross arm. Look at how he's gripping the hands. Both wrists and another cross arm. Every time that Low-Ki tries to fight the camel clutch, Davey Richards gives him that cross face. You know, that kind of a move, I've seen that move break the noses of people before, and I would hate to see that happen right now, but that would happen in this kind of a match. These two, and Davey Richards allowed him just that little bit of space, and Low-Ki got to the ropes. Davey Richards very, very surprising, actually not surprisingly, gives Low-Ki that bit of respect, does the clean break. And I believe he just wiped blood on our cameraman right there. No doubt bleeding from above the eye, maybe from the mouth, courtesy of that kick that he got in the face. Front chest right there. Shoves him right back, powers him into that turnbuckle post. Now got him hung up in that corner. Thought we were going to have a clean break, but no, Low-Ki chops him across the chest. And another. Davey Richards is sitting there absorbing these shots. And another chop. And the crowd watching with quiet respect right now. And you can just hear those shots echo throughout this entire arena. And a knee to the midsection. And look at Davey Richards. Hooks him up, snap suplex. Beautifully done right there. Davey, one move after another. Picks him up, suplex. Davey comes off the ropes now. And an elbow, a spinning elbow of his own. Cover, 1, 2. Oh, 1 count only. Low-key kicks out. And now a rear chin lock. Look at the great biting of the arm right there, giving Low-key one less escape right there. In fact, if Low-key wanted to use that arm, he'd have to expend the energy to get out from behind the leg in order to break the hold. Beautiful done, and then he does it anyways. Now grabbing onto the right hands, trying to break that side headlock, forces him into the ropes. Davey wants a clean break. Low-key will not give him one. Chop to the chest. Low-key now stalks Davey Richards. Kick to the midsection. Picks Richards up. Irish whip. Knee to the midsection. Beautiful knee lift. Right to the breadbasket. You can see the blood in the mouth of Davey Richards. And a kick to the midsection. Cover. 1, 2. And notice, Low-key distributes all of his body weight across Davey Richards when he does that pin. That means that Davey Richards has to expend that much more energy to kick every ounce, every pound of Low-key off of him. And a 2 count right there, and Davey Richards is in a lot of trouble. Right now, Low-key's just kind of toying with him, kind of feeling him out, saying, how much am I gonna need to put you away, kid? Beautiful snap snapmare, and a kick to the shoulder blades, and he might have woken Davey Richards up. But Low-key's not. Snapmare out of Richards, and a kick. Uh-oh. This is not what Davey Richards wants to do. And look at them reciprocating chops. Forearm, chop, knocks Davey Richards down, and a kick to the shoulder blades, followed by another. And I said, this is not the match that Davey Richards wants to wrestle. He does not want to get there and strike with a man like Low-key. Low-key now picks up Davey Richards. Look at the strength of Low-key right now. Carries him. Wow, just the strength. I mean, the man looks like he's a powerful man, but he just picked up a 210-pound man, 200-pound man, carried him, had to be 5 or 6 feet, and then dumped him onto a wooden floor. And now Low-key just rolls back in the ring and calmly waits and sees if Richards can get back into the ring. Low-key now, perched waiting on Davey Richards. Davey Richards now has a count of 7 to make it. Low-key says, get out of my way, referee. Low-key now goes outside the ring. Decides he's gonna help Davey Richards get back in the ring. Now Low-key is a man that wrestles with honor. He's been in Japan, and I don't think Low-key is gonna take the cheap way out and take a count out victory. No, he wants to pin Davey Richards in the middle of that ring. Goes out for a body scissors. You got to realize Low-key's been working on that lower body, that lower back. He's been kicking, he's been punching, he's been striking. And right now, this is just one more move to weaken an already injured Davey Richards. But Davey is trying to fight back. And now pulling the arm. The pressure from the powerful legs of Low-key and that vice-like grip as it squeezes and cuts the air off to Davey Richards. Low-key finally breaking that body scissors right there. Goes for a cover. 1, 2. Nope, 2 count only. Davey Richards will not be pinned. And this is really, as I said, a coming out party for Davey Richards. This is Low-key one of the hardest hitters in all of professional wrestling. And right there, he shows you why. Hard knife edge chop across the chest of Davey Richards. Has him reeling now. One more, just you hear that sound resonating here through the gym at the park. And now Low-key really trying to light a fire under Davey. He heard all the stories. He heard all the talk. Knife edge up again. And Davey fires back. One more. And Davey back and forth now between Davey Richards and Low-key. Look at. And Davey Richards goes down. One hard chop sends Davey Richards right back down to the mat. Low-key in full control of this match. European style uppercut, very nicely done. Davey Richards is in all kinds of trouble right here, ladies and gentlemen. But you look at the man. He's got the stamina to go all night if he has to. Going for maybe a schoolboy. Wait. Oh, double stomp, caving in the chest cavity of Davey Richards. Low-key with the cover, this could be it. 1, 2. Oh, 2.5. Davey Richards kicks out, and low-key has a stern look for the referee. Kind of wondering if that count was a little slow. From my vantage point, I don't think it was, though. He's even questioning, and the referee says, no, that was a 2 count. Now look at Davey trying to fight back, and low-key stepping on the hands and the fingers of Davey Richards. The sadistic low-key now pulling Davey Richards back to his feet. Another European uppercut, rocking Davey Richards. Now make it a double. Davey Richards really looking for those ropes for support. Ducks the roundhouse kick, ducks the clothesline. Richards, beautiful STO. And just like that, one high-impact move, and Davey Richards is right back in this match. But he has to follow. He has to capitalize on dropping low-key on the back of his head. Low-key very slow to get up, but Davey's not making any kind of a movement right now, ladies and gentlemen. Low-key first man back to his feet. Advantage for low-key. Stalks Davey Richards now. And low-key, another European uppercut. Low-key's not a man that Davey Richards can take lightly. This man, low-key, has been in the ring with everybody. He's been to Japan. He's been to Europe. He's been in the ring with Samoa Joe. Oh, and a hard knife-edge chop from Davey Richards. One more. Ducks the knife-edge chop by low-key. One more. Going for the Irish whip. No, reversal by low-key. No, reversal right into a chop of his own. Low-key comes off the ropes. Overhead belly-to-belly suplex. And every time that low-key even gets that little bit of momentum, he builds a little bit of steam. Davey Richards is right there to cut him off. But Davey Richards, as of yet, has not shown the ability to capitalize on that. Low-key now staggered. Big forearm. Davey Richards off the ropes. Clothesline. Cover. 1, 2. No, and a 2 count. And I think low-key might have break the eyes of Davey Richards right there to get out of that pinning combination. Davey now, though, full momentum in the corner of Davey Richards, fighting to his feet, low-key, and a roundhouse kick from Davey Richards. Not sure this is what he wants to do. Roundhouse kick to the thigh, spinning back kick. Comes off the ropes, kicks him in the side of the head. Goes for that backcracker, beautifully done. And a very, very nice succession of moves by Davey Richards. And there he goes. Davey now pulls him out. There's cover. 1, 2, and a 2 count. And a very good job right there. Very good ring awareness right there by Davey Richards. Knowing that low-key was close to the ropes, he pulled him farther so he couldn't take that easy way out and grab the rope and put the bottom leg across the rope. Davey Richards now pulling low-key up to his feet. Low-key really feeling the effects of that backcracker. Setting him up for maybe a tiger suplex. Low-key pushing all of his weight down, making sure that Davey Richards in this stage of this match has to use every single bit of strength. Low-key with a chop. 1 more. Make it 3. And now a series. There's those machine gun chops. We know that low-key has wrestled Kenta Kobashi, and I'm sure he's picked up a thing or 2. Irish whip. Beautiful flying forearm. Catches Davey Richards right in the forehead. Rolls him over. Cover. 1, 2. 2 count only. Davey Richards counts, kicks out at 2.5. And now look at low-key, no wasted motion. Hops right over, drags Davey Richards to his feet. Going for one, might be a backdrop. No, board buster drops him flat. 1, 2. Oh, 2 count again. Davey Richards will not be denied. Now, it's one thing we know about Davey Richards, and we've seen in the past. The kid has heart. No matter how bad you beat him, he's gonna fight back. And I think low-key slowly but steadily finding this out. And it's gonna take a lot, and I mean a lot, for low-key to beat one Davey Richards. Davey Richards now almost like dead weight as low-key drags him back to his feet. Sets him up for that chop. And look at Davey Richards absorbing those knife-edge chops. Tell him low-key, come on, hit me harder. And low-key obliges, and Davey Richards turns right back around. And another one. And Davey just stands there, inviting low-key to hit him harder. Low-key comes off the rope. Back kick, spinning back kick, beautifully done. Calls him right in the bread basket, excuse me. Back elbow, though, cuts off Davey Richards. Might have been setting up for that flying forearm of his own. Beautiful step up in Seguri. Catches low-key right in the back of the head, killing all of his momentum. And now this is Davey Richards. This is what he needs to do. He needs to capitalize. Goes for what might be a tiger suplex. He might be going for that tiger suplex. Tiger suplex. Cover 1, 2. 2 counts. Couldn't hold on to him. Low key using that body weight to kick out. Those massive legs right there. That was all power. And Davey Richards has gotten rid of the elbow protector. And now he's going to the top rope, ladies and gentlemen. Davey Richards now ascending the top rope. Sits there perched. Shooting star press. Misses it all. And look at him. He's lost in the ring. He landed face first. Low key, very slow to get up still. Might have grazed him, but look at low key. Oh! Davey Richards takes both feet in the mush. Look at him roll him over. Low key now, ascending the top rope. He might be going for one of those double stomps. Let him set up. Double stomp right to the chest. Look at the height that low key got. The extension on the double stomp. 1, 2.